This is a review for the Terra dripper plant. As you can see here, I have the small version. Let's take a look inside. It's my cage. The Terra dripper plant, my chameleon is a Jackson chameleon. He really responds well to it. He really notices it. I mean, the leaves do feel real for a waxy plant. I have the small one, so I have it perched up here, so just kind of help him notice it better. The small one is about a foot tall, so if you have a big, larger cage, I would suggest getting the bigger one. But one thing to point out, I do believe they have the same type of pump, so I believe that the pump is the same. So if you get the larger version, you may have harder time pumping. I'm not sure about that. But the small one works very well. I've not had a problem out of it. I've had it for around 3 weeks now. It's doing really good. Uh, I the only thing I have to complain about it is that the small one is really small. So for an animal like the Jackson chameleon, which requires a larger, taller cage, it is fairly small. But it works really well. Like I said, he notices it very well. He looks all around and he can spot it from any point in the cage. And he seems to really enjoy it. I catch him multiple times in the day, going by for a drink, and it also really helps well with the humidity. I mean, I haven't sprayed in a while, so my humidity is only about 55, but it keeps it at a constant rate when you haven't sprayed in a while. So, like I said, they really respond well to it as long as they can see it. I would say if you buy the smaller one, I suggest the smaller one, just because the pump is it's a pretty strong pump, but I've heard that the larger one has a little trouble pumping. So if you get a smaller one, I would suggest putting it on a perch, and it works just as well. It pumps straight out of this bowl and drips right back into it. It's a perfect little thing. So that way, I keep the little dipper by ZoomEd. I keep that for when the electricity goes out. So it's really great not having to worry about your water source. I change his water about every 5 days. I only use distilled water. But I've not had a problem out of it. It's ran 24/7 ever since I got it, and it's worked well. Plus, these little leaves, they're opposable. I mean, the top one's a little hard to oppose, but the bottom one's really easy. But the top one can be opposed, so you can move it however you want. So you can twist them to make them drip back into the bowl easier. However you want, it works wonders. So, there's my review. I know you guys can't find a lot online about them, because I think they're fairly new, but they do respond really well to it. It's a pretty nice invention for these guys. Helps them out a lot.